Sziasztok, kellemes péntek estét mindenkinek! Folytatódik a Mass Effect 2 IPA-jé, és ahogy a címből is látszik, tényleg majdnem tele van a hajó. Már csak egy csapattagot kell megtalálnom valahol. Azt még nem tudom, hogy ő hol lesz, meg ki lesz, de addig is elég sok tennivaló van, úgyhogy menjünk is. Találtam múltkor 4 vagy 5 térképet, és lett egy csomó új rendszer, amit fel lehet fedezni. Plusz ugye még a régebbiek közül is volt jó néhány. Szóval rengeteg tennivaló van, azt kell, hogy mondjam, még mindig. És folyamatosan. Melyik legyen a következő? El kell mennünk a fellegvár... Ja, várj csak, nem. Ugye itt voltunk, és itt van 2 rendszer itt a környéken, amit nem fedeztem fel, úgyhogy ezeket fel fogjuk fedezni. Mondjuk ide menjünk először. Ó, 3 rendszer van, bocsánat. Hát akkor menjünk először a lentihez. Egy bolygó, 2 bolygó, 3 bolygó, 4 bolygó. Oké. Na nézzük, szép kis gázóriás. Egy kis palládiumnak. Jaj, nem tankoltam fel a szondákból. Ó, hiba. Hiba. Üzemanyagból feltankoltam. Mehetek vissza. Mondjuk itt nem nagyon van bármi is, úgyhogy... Hát ilyen amatőr hibát. Talán elég lesz ezekre a... itt mondjuk sok van. Jó, akkor válogatunk majd. Hova tűnt? Itt van. Majd korlátozom a bolygónként felhasználható szondák számát. Jó. És akkor utána megyek feltöltekezni. Anomália. Egy űrjáró faj honvilága volt. Milyen szó? Honvilág. Na hát, globális kihalás. Poszt-éden fázisú világ. Ha. Ez valami, hogy hívják? Vészjelzés. Mindjárt. Közeledünk. Zsoldosok. Aha, jó. Ó, már megint az eklipszes zsoldosok. Na jó, akkor leszállunk. Aztán kitakarítjuk a zsoldosokat. Eltek zsoldosok. Vissza magunkkal a Garruszt nyilván. És vissza magunkkal a kis bérgyilkost. Jó kezdés. Kék társ, meg egy zöld társ. Na, menjünk be a bányába, vagy mi ez? Bánya voltam. Jók a bányában dolgoznak. Ó, micsoda állatkák ezek. Hihi. Azt hittem, hogy revelek röpködtek itt, amikor leszálltunk, de állatkák voltak ezek szerint. Számítógép. Kalózok ellopták a nyersanyagot? Hogy keringet? És ravasz. Hol vagytok többiek? Itt van valami. Tűha. Ez a masina. Szerintem menjünk bejebb ott a hazajtón. Ajtó megkerülés. Jó. Kell védeni a fő számítógépet. Vajon mi van a fő számítógépben? Aha. Ne rambózatok! Még rambóznak. Ennyi biodikus van köztük. Hehe. Hol van ő? Úgy. Segélycsomag? Segélycsomagban miért pénz van, miért nem meddig ér, azt még mindig nem értem, de biztos. Le vagyunk lőszerrel. Hát ezt a pisztolyt is fel tápolhatnák. Na, törjük fel. Jó. Titkosított adatok. Tele az utolsó jelentésnek helyett titkosítva. Oké, dekódolás. Vajon mennyi ideig tartod? Hoppa. Oldalról fog jönni Garrusz, hé. Nem volt túl szerencsés. Na most honnan jönnek? Óvatosan. Na, ott a kapitány. Kerítenek körülünk. Körülkerítenek. Aha. Ide gondolunk. Oda lesz sikeres. Na. Valami? Adott információ nem teljes. Nye, oké. Töltsük fel a lőszereket. Azt hiszem, ez most itt ennyi. Jó, azért akkor azt hiszem, hogy még volt egy bolygó, nem? Az a picike. Az a pici tényleg. Ami 4 szonnám. Volt még egy bolygó, vagy nem volt? Elvileg ez volt az utolsó bolygó itt. Aha, jó, akkor menjünk vissza feltöltekezni. Nem elég lesz a benzin. Érdekes, azt feltöltöttem a... Ja, persze, mert ott is megnéztem. Vissza. Itt is megnéztem a bolygókat, csak aztán nem töltöttem fel a szondákat. Most már 6. Ja, persze, fejlesztettem a szonda helyeket, és most már 60 van. Nagyszerű. Nagyszerű. Na, akkor nézzük a másik kettőt. Lusán. Vagy Luszán. Itt hány bolygó van? 1 bolygó, 2 bolygó, 3 bolygó, 4, 5 bolygó, meg ilyen kis aszteroida öv. Jó. Ez szép színe van. Szetik. Metán ammónia gázóriás.
Launched.
Palladium. Nem sok minden van itt. Anomália, tessék, földszerű bolygó. Van egy komoly gond vele, atmoszférája olyan mennyiségű klórt tartalmaz, hogy a horizontális jelzőtől zöld állati. Nagyon tovább tesszük. Remek. Na nézzük.
Probe.
Oda nézd.
Probe away.
Azon, jó van itt minden. Nagy energiájú adóberendezés. Véres fak. Ó, megint izék. De jó, lemegyünk oda mindjárt. Véres falkabát.
Launching probe.
Mennyi ásvány van itt?
Probe away. Away.
Jó kis hely. Na, hallgat, itt nulladik elem, csak ott. Biztos, hogy ezt a legjobb helyre lőttem ki. Oda néz. 2-es, 3-as píkek, nagyon durva. Jöttem kifosztani az erőforrásokat. Na, szálljunk rá, aztán meglátjuk, mi van itt. Na, szokásos karuszka. Meg a Thane. Ez még kell több pont. Neki is kell több pont. Relbérgyilkos. Egyszerűk aztán. Na, klóros bolygó. Lánya nem lesz tele klórral. Jaj, de cuki vagy, oda néz. Klórsárkány. És klórsárkány bogár. Inkább.
Fog on the planet's surface is interfering with your navigation. The nearby beacon towers may serve as a navigational contingency.
Oké. Hogy brekegnek az ammóniabékák, vagy a klórbékák. Itt nagyon nem lehet eltévedni, egyfelé lehet menni, szóval. Jeladó.
Damn, what happened here?
Kaparáztatok itt tovább. Ez most hova sugároz? Na, most tovább ment. Itt is vannak ilyen állatkák. Oh! Hűha! Egy állatkák támadékonyak. Aha, arra. Ez akarja az utat mutatni. Nyersanyag. Platina. Többen vannak? Robbanékony állatka. Amicsoda szkafandere van. Érdekes növények. Hát meghaltak, úgy látom. Az állatkáképpen eszik őket, vagy mi? Tudom, a kiürítés. Fogarak, aha, jó.
Whatever fight happened here, it was recent.
Jöttek a bogarak és azt mondták, hogy pápá. Hűha. Még egy kis platina. Le kell győzni majd a sárkányt is. Sárkány bogarak. Az anyja, tűzköpő bogár. Hűha. Nem semmi. vannak a többiek már megint? Nem tudtuk bocsát szerezni az omegáról. Hol vagytok? Haló? Na megjökölszik-e, hogy megjöttetek? Jó kis hely ez. Mit nem mondjak? Erre is arra kéne mennem. Hát itt most már azért kicsit el lehet tévedni. De viszont ott volt valami nyersanyag, úgyhogy azt kiszedjük. Ó, ez meg mi? Mennyi platina van itt? Szóval aki feldöntötte. Erősödnek. Talán itt is lesz valami loot. Ezek már megint hol vannak? Valaki nagyon mérges. Ez a kaluszk egyre mérgesebb. Srácok, hol vagytok? Elvesztek a ködben. Még egy hulla. Galuszka, hol vagy? Ezek még merre vannak? Olyan. Hoppá! Szeretném a csapatomat látni. Halló, emberek! És turiánok, meg drellek, hol vagytok? Ez visszatölti magát. Visszatölti magát. Jó, hát ha nem vagytok itt, srácok, megadom egyedül. Köszi. Na, megjöttetek? Hé, hát hello. Akkor hol vannak olyan? Az ott a cél. Oda ment a sárkánybogár is, nem? Valaki lövöldözne. Oh-oh. Ezek elmentek. Előbújsz, nem bújsz elő. Kommunikációs terminál. Na. Jó. Na, mit találunk itt? Mindjárt a sárkánybogár. Attól tartok. Na, most mit csinálunk? Ennyi volt? Jó. Mindenhol belebotlunk valamibe. Csak hogy még volt egy bolygó, nem? Azt hiszem. Aha, nem is egy. Na nézzük. Hatalmas is volt. Hatalmas? Na jó. Ez a szöveg néha annyira nem van egy izén a képpel, hogy ez nem igaz. Hatalmas világ, igen. Végül is jön. Szia, Predo! Hüm-hüm, hüm. Hümi. Én hümmögtem. Ja, igen, szóval hümmögtem. Mert olyan hümmögös info volt. És azért van egy-két cucc, oda néz. Nem tudom, igazából még lesz-e szükségem ennyi alapanyagra, de hát ha már felderítünk, akkor oda, ott, platina, vagy...
Launching probe. Probe away.
Jó, hogy 60 szondám lehet már. Jó. Most ha ez egy óriási világ, itt ez az előbbi, akkor ez mi? Ez itt, ez a... Meg hogy kerül egy gázóriás a nap mellé közvetlenül? Már megint. Tessék, az egész bolygón 230-an laknak. Bányatelepeket. Tök jó hely lehet. Ja, van kis óriás, meg nagy óriás. Igen. Ezek szerint. Ó, Thane. Múltkor megvettem 4 vagy 5 térképet, és lett egy csomó új rendszer, ahová el lehet menni. Durva. És akkor nézzük azt az óriást. Jó színe van.
Probe away.
Hogyan szedjük ki a gázóriásokból a nyersanyagot? Itt kihalásszuk a felhőkből, vagy hogyan? Vajon? Lebegnek a... gyere vissza, szépen, gyere vissza! Lebegnek a mindenféle gázfelhők között a kis bányászállomások is gyűjtik be a cuccot. Jó, az ennyi lesz. Akkor elvileg itt nincs több bolygó, igen, és akkor még van még egy rendszer, ez az Ondeste. Jó. Na, ez én kis... Azt mondja, hogy nincs számottevő ásványkincsen, de majd mindjárt kiderül. Aha, ja, nincs. Nem lehet hinni ezeknek a szövegeknek egyáltalán, mindig az ellenkezője van kb. Na, hogy nulladik elemes atommag, vagy bolygómag, meg minden, nincs, nincs semmi. Aztán egy 0 darab nulladik elem van. többször is. Nem hiszem el, amit mondasz.
Probe launched.
Tényleg nincs itt semmi. Ja, kiúrik a helyéről a platina mérő, de nincs itt semmi.
Probe away. Probe away.
Meg az iridium mérő is kiúrik a helyéről, semmi nincs itt egyáltalán. Teljesen jó. Tényleg nem szabad hinni ezeknek a írásoknak egyáltalán. Még valami?
Probe away.
Körbeértünk. Na. Erre azt mondja, hogy gazdag. Majd meglátjuk.
Probe launched.
Akkor az tök jó, hogy begyújtok ennyi nyersanyagot, és nem kell azon gondolkoznom, hogy
Probe launched.
mit fejlesztek ki, mert mindent ki tudok fejleszteni. Csak rá kell nyomni, aztán kész.
Probe away. Probe away.
Shoot!
Launching probe.
És elvileg itt már csak egy bolygó van, igen. Oh. Metán ammónia atmoszféra. Itt is bánya van.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
Csomó bolygóra tettek bányát.
Probe away.
Szerintem utána elmegyünk a Fellegvárba, a Thane-nek a feladata miatt, meg volt ott még valami. Nem tudom mi volt. Opa. Nem tudom mi volt az.
Probe away.
Oh jé.
Probe launched. Probe
Van itt
away.
minden, csak nulladik előtt nincs. Ezt elég ritkán találni, szerencsére nem is mindig kell. Még egy valami.
Launching probe.
Jaj, nem akartam kilépni. Vissza. Ja, hát itt de kérje, hogy kikérnek, tudod? Itt bányászok vannak a bányában. Ja, igen, az mondjuk durva lenne, hogy így dobálod le a szondákat, aztán ott a helyi civilizációt így kiírtod vele, meg ilyenek. Menjünk ugráshoz.
We have used half our fuel.
Ajaj, mi lesz, egyszer kifogy itt a csillagok között, kifogy a benzin? Akkor mit csinálnak olyan? Nem akarom kipróbálni, mert lehet, hogy akkor annyi. De akkor mi van? Így úgy Náci megmagyarázta. Töltsünk fel mindent. Na, és akkor ugorjunk! Ugorjunk! Jó, jó, ez egy szimpi fickó ez a Thane is egyébként egyelőre. Mindjárt megnézzük, hogy... Na, csak a Thane-nek kell segíteni a fejlegvárban. Jól van. Menjünk. Segíts Thane-nek, segítek. Segítünk. Leszállt a sáska hajó. Tök ezek a mágneses dokkoló gyűrűk. Clap, így látszlappannak. Igen. Jövőre jön egy ilyen felújított változata az első 3 résznek. Kíváncsiak, hogy... Mármint nem, mintha... Most megint játszom, de... Biztos, hogy sokkal jobban fog kinézni, pedig szerintem így se rossz. Na gyerünk, Gáruszka, gyere! Meg a Thane, mert ugye a te feladatod lesz. Elfogadás. Nem, még pontot gyűjtünk. Na, nézzük. Megjöttünk. Hova kell menni, vagy mi van? Keressek valakit, kösz. Oké? Ami Lirának van egy, vagy Liarának van egy később. Jó, később. Nem tudom mikor lesz a később, de igen, a Samarának is lesz egy. Jó, majd a hajón. Keressek valakit. Egyedül vagy? Nem egyedül vagyok, azért mondom. Na menjünk. Keressük meg azt a valakit.
Maybe a fish then?
What? Good day, my friends. Welcome to the Citadel.
Nem reklámozunk, jó?
I'm just browsing.
Of course. Take your time.
Jaj, űrpocok! Eszek a szobámba egy űrpockot. Hihi. Űrhörcsög. Tök jó. Ó, hal az akváriumba. Jó. Még hal az akváriumba. Ó, nagyon jó. Modellek. Nagyon jó. Feltankoljuk a szobámat. Kibasztatom a boltot.
All I'm saying is that these mementos will help me remember the happy times we've shared even after you're gone.
Fine, whatever. I don't care anymore. You've ruined the Citadel.
És akkor majd megnézzük a szobába, hogy bekerültek a halak az akváriumban. Akváriumban meg ott felrakták a hajómodelleket a tablóra, mi a neve ennek az üvegtárolóba. Na, vajon ki tud valamit a fiáról? Igen, a fia meg akar ölni valakit, tényleg. Az űrhölcség vajon hova fog kerülni a szobában? Nem tudom. Kíváncsi leszek. Lesz egy, mint a Baldur's Gate-ben a Boa, az Giant Space Hamster. Ugyebár. A Boo! Összerünk mindenkivel. Aha. Reklámozom a boltját. Hehehe. Mindenkinek ezt mondom.
Just looking around.
All right, I'm here if you change your mind.
Ó, oda nézz. Aztán nincs túl sok pénzem, az a helyzet. Égisz mellény. Mondjuk ez nem drága. Szabadkézi lőszertartó. Ó, nagyon jó. Géppisztoly sebzés. 50 000 és csak 181 000 van. Jó. De van fegyverem, hogy tele vagyok fegyverrel. Titán pulzár, az anyja. Mesterlövés, sebzés. Mindent megveszek, úgyis lesz még pénzem, remélhetőleg. Kutatunk a hajón. Ja, itt nem lehet kimenni, hoppá, várja. Jó, oké.
I wish they still made role-playing games like they used to. These days it's all big choices and visceral combat. I miss those old games where you had to remember to drink water and it took 5 hours real time to fly somewhere. Do you have an account with us? If you open one, we have a special this month. You can download a game free.
Tényleg, tök jó.
The worst thing about extranet games is when some Batarian comes on and insists on speaking his own language without auto-translation. I don't get the complaints about the Grim Terminus Alliance games. So what if you can capture and beat slaves? It's just a game. You know anyone who plays that extranet game, Third Coil? Me neither. You sure hear about it a lot in the news, though. I know it looks like I'm not working, but there's only so many times you can sweep the place. If games were still available on OSD, I could alphabetize the racks or something. Do you play those human sports games? They sell well in the Alliance, and to Krogan. Have you tried Galaxy of Fantasy yet? I love that game. It's based on Turian mythology, but it's really fun. I hear it has 11 billion players now. Do you have any games you'd like to trade in? You get 2 credits toward a new game. You know what's good? Alliance Corsair. The battles are pretty realistic, but it's still fun. And you can install it on an Omni tool.
Oh.
For 10 credits, we offer data protection for any game we sell. If the copy protection ever malfunctions, you can download a new copy free. Those Asari Hanar porn games they sell in Shinakiba are really nasty.
Asari meg Hanarok? Aki fogytál Dumából? Jó. Na nézzük.
Oh, sorry. I was playing this fascinating human game, Solitaire. Did you need
Passziánszozott egyet. Senkivel nem lehet itt beszélni. Azt mondjuk át kell mennünk másik szintre. Na, új izé van. Na tessék.
The Systems Alliance Parliamentary Subcommittee for Transhuman Studies has awarded reparations for biotics suffering complications from L2 implants. Subcommittee Chairman Burns thanked biotics everywhere for their patience and understanding and promised more help for those forgotten by the system until now.
Hiszem, hogy ott lesz. Szerintem most pont ott vagyok, ahol voltam, de nem baj.
ramen. It's a delicacy back on Earth.
Tök jó. Marab. Ez a marab. Ez a kereskedő lesz, várjál.
I'm Commander Shepard, and
Jó,
this
itt
is
is
my favorite
reklámozza.
store in the city.
Ah, my favorite customer. What can I get you?
I'm just looking around, thanks.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Itt nincs semmi. Nincs rá pénzem. Oh-ho-ho! Na, szép. Elküldtettem a pénzemet a hajómodellekre, és most nem tudom megvenni a pajzsot. Hihi. Na jó. Majd visszajövök. Hát ugassa meg a sötét csillagot a 28. szinten.
I'm Commander Shepard,
Itt
and
is
this is my
reklámozom.
favorite store on...
He's my...
Good day, citizen. Welcome to the Surtur Foundation outlet on Zakera Ward.
I'm just browsing, thanks.
Come back soon, Shepard.
Eddig egy kapacitás, 25 000. Na jó. Oké. Okay. És nem tudom megadni ezt. Elküldtettem izékre a pénzt. Na mindegy, majd visszajövünk, hogyha lesz még pénzem. Apex minden.
I just got a refund and exchange, and I was told to pick up a new Omni gel converter here. It's set to go to the warehouse.
Fogalmam sincs, hogy hol lehet a fia. Vagy ki tudhat a fiáról. Most lehet vele beszélni.
Look, it took me a long time to get this refund. It's a Cision Omni gel converter.
Most körbe mentem.
And then he said to go to the warehouse.
Hát körbe mentem, igen. A 8. szint. De innen jöttem, na? Egyébként az akvárium az a kapitányi szobával jár, szóval igazából én csak a halakat veszem bele. Mondom, itt már voltam, játékkereskedő, itt van.
I wish they still made role-playing games like they used to. These days it's all big choices and visceral combat. I miss those old games where you had to remember to drink water and it took 5 hours real time to fly somewhere.
Szerintem mutatja vajon, hogy nem hinném, úgy mutatja, hogy merre lehet az akárki, aki. Vajon ki? Most lehet beszélni senkivel. Arges. Tőlük már beszéltem. Ez volt egy kis quest volt múltkor. Ajaj. Hát a rendőrre kéne beszélnem kint.
Come on, please, you have to help me. I need to make something nice. It's for a date.
Itt a Dark Star. Menjünk be ide, hát ott valaki valamit. Bárban. Igen. Használt hajókereskedő. Haj. Itt is már voltam. Megnézzük szerintem a rendőrt, hát ha tud valamit. Azt mondja, hogy a dock. Talán megnézzük a prezidiumot. Ezek az altisztek.
one every 10 minutes.
You'd think Citadel security would be the tightest in the galaxy.
I know CSEC too well to believe that's true.
I see no fewer than 14 fatal flaws a skilled assassin could exploit. 8 of them existed when I was here 10 years ago.
Hallható szoba. Rendőr.
Yes?
My associate's trying to find his son. We think a local criminal may have hired him.
Először is jöhettem volna ide.
Easy. We don't see many Drell here. There we go. One of my men reported a Drell recently. And he was talking to Mouse. Interesting.
Ki az az egér?
Petty criminal. Probably not the guy who hired your boy, but a messenger. He's a former duct rat. Runs errands for anyone who'll pay.
What sort of trouble has Mouse been getting himself into?
Odd jobs for shifty people. Duct rats take whatever is available to get by. Data running, fencing stolen goods, selling illegal VI personalities. Actually, he was selling one of you.
Me?
Me?
Yeah, when you erase the file, it would say, I delete data like you on the way to real errors.
That's pretty extreme, Commander.
Laugh it up, Garrus.
Buggy, though. It crashed every half hour. The error message was about how the galaxy was at stake and you should fix the problem yourself.
What was it you called Mouse?
A duct rat. It's a local slang for the poor kids who grow up in the station. When they're small, they tend to play in the ventilation ducts where adults can't get to them.
Milyen hülye kérdés, persze biztonságot, hogy ne.
Every couple of months, we pull a little body out of them. Lacerated by fan blades, broken by a deadfall, suffocated by vacuum exposure. Those are just the ones we know about. More just disappear. Maybe they get sucked into space. Maybe they fall into the protein vats the keepers run. The Mouse survived long enough that he can't fit in the ducts anymore. He was one of the smarter ones, or the luckier ones.
I've heard enough.
Okay,
Mouse is usually upstairs outside the Dark Star. He works out of a public comm terminal. You should pick up a copy of the Shepherd VI when you talk to him.
Okay.
Sounds like your boy's running with the wrong crowd.
Yes, I agree.
If Mouse can't get you in touch with your son directly, he'll know who can. I'll help you if you need it.
You don't know us, Captain. Why are you going so far to help us?
I've worked Zakara for 2 years. Every day kids turn to crime because they've got no other choice, because their parents don't care. You're trying to save yours.
He faces a dark path.
We better hurry then.
Meditáló orgyilkos. Jó fej egyébként.
You didn't tell him that Kolyat plans to assassinate someone.
He's a cop. He tried to stop Kolyat and one of them could end up dead. I don't want that.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Shepard.
Keresd meg az egeret, oké. Első szinten van a sötét csillag mellett. 28-as szint volt a sötét csillag, az biztos. Mink a 28-as szintre, hol a taxi? Taxi! Taxi! De most aztán itt hol? Hol a sötét csillag? Nem. Valaven. Be lehet menni? Sincs. Ott az egér! Ott az egér! Jól megnőtt, valóban.
Yeah, sure. I can get you 2 cases by the end of the day.
Hello.
You Mouse?
What are you? Oh shit, Krios. I thought you were tired.
Meglepi.
Commander Shepard? I thought you died. Come with me.
Be still, Mouse. You can change your pants in a moment.
Tök jó.
How do you know Thane?
Krios? He didn't... If he didn't say nothing, I ain't either.
When we heard the name, I didn't think it could be the same mouse. He was a contact on the Citadel when I was active. He and some other children would gather information on my targets.
You put children in danger to spy for you?
Children, the poor. My people's word for their kind is Dralafa, the ignored. They're everywhere, see everything, yet they are never seen. You gave another drill instructions for an assassination. Who's the target?
I don't know. I didn't ask. Because the people I work for, they can make me disappear. I'd like to help you, Krios. You always done right by us, but I ain't gonna die for you.
Look, you know Thane. He wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. Do it for him.
I want to. He was always nice to us. But these people ain't nice, Krios.
Nobody's gonna know you talk to us.
Valaki biztos meg tudja.
I swear that you won't be named.
All right, all right. He came with that hollow you took of me. Said he wanted a job. I ran through your old contacts to see who might give him a shot. The guy who offered was Elias Kellum.
Beszéljünk a Shepard VR-ról. Mindjárt beszélünk arról is.
Tell me about Kellum.
Human. Moved to the Citadel about 10 years ago. He was little people when you were here, Krios. He got big after the Geth attack. Lots of the big guys from before got cacked all in them big fancy apartments up on the Presidium. Now he runs the rackets on the lower end of the ward, Shin Akiba. He's seriously bad news.
Tell me about Kellum.
Human. Moved to the Citadel about 10 years
ago. Most már nem lehet a VR-ról kérdezni. Szomorú vagyok.
He got big after the Geth attack. Lots of the big guys from before got cacked all in them big fancy apartments up on the Presidium. Now he runs the rackets on the lower end of the ward, Shin Akiba. He's seriously bad news.
You did good, Mouse.
Yeah.
Beszélünk vele még egyszer, hát ha akkor majd lehet.
Kellum will never know.
Visszajön az opció, vagy nem?
I'm out of here, Krios. Next time you're in town, just don't bring the family.
Nem beszélünk vele még egyszer. Hát akkor nem tudunk meg többet a VR-ról. Szomorú vagyok.
That couldn't have been easy.
Mouse knew more about my life than
Azt kellett volna először megkérdezni.
He smiles up at me, broken teeth and scabby knees, bare feet black, a dead-end future looking up at me, worshipping the petty gifts I offer. I was the only good thing he had back then, but I left him as I left Kolyat.
Mouse said you had a hollow of him.
Yes. A foolish bit of sentimentality. I can perfectly recall every moment I spent with Mouse. He pulls at my arm, smiles. He wants to know that I'll remember him, that anyone will remember him. I take the hollow. He smiles at himself in miniature on my palm. Then a frown crinkles his brow. He pats my pockets, checking for other hollows. Where's your son, Krios, he asks.
Don't blame yourself.
If I don't, who will? We must carry the weight of our decisions, Shepard. You, of all people, know this.
Let's head back to Bailey.
Na, menjünk vissza a rendőrhöz.
Do you have an account with us? If you open one,
Taxi.
we have a special this month. You can download a game free.
Yes?
Can we talk about my associate's son?
You talked to Mouse? Did you get the name of the guy he's working with?
Elias Kellum.
Kellum? Shit. Look, this is awkward. Kellum and I have an agreement. He doesn't cause too much trouble and buys tickets to the CSEC charity ball from me. In return, I ignore him.
He pays you off. You were eager to help us before. What about now? Is it too inconvenient?
I said I'd help. It's just there'll be repercussions if I don't handle it right. He and I give each other space. It keeps the peace. I'll get some of my people to bring him in and set him up in a private room. You can interrogate him yourself. I'll stay out of sight, and if I'm lucky, Kellum will believe that I had nothing to do with it.
Okay. Bring him in. We might not have much time.
I'll make it happen. Wait here.
Akkor megyünk a vállalatoszomába. Hihi. Oh. Tényleg hozzák? Ezt lecsapták, vagy mit csináltak vele?
We got Kellum. Tell Bailey we're ready.
He'll expect me to get him out of this.
Not today, I think.
Captain, his lawyer's here. Bet Elias has his VI set to page him if C-Sec gets within 10 meters.
I'll stall him. Get in there and work fast.
Na menjünk.
We should question him together. Keep the pressure on. Thoughts on how we approach it?
Gyert a jó zsaru.
Convince him that we'll put a bullet in his head if he doesn't talk. Once he's scared, he'll cooperate.
Very well. I'll pretend we're ready to kill him. We can't push too hard, though. We need the information more than we need a corpse.
Én leszek a jó zsaru.
Get me out of these restraints, Bailey. Pretty funny bringing me down here like this.
Jöjjön nagy
Who the hell are you two?
Hello.
You hired an assassin. We need to know who you want killed. You tell us, you can go.
I want to see my advocate.
You apparently haven't noticed we're not C-Sec. No deals, no due process, no advocate.
And that's supposed to scare me. You two are in way over your heads. Bailey won't let you touch me.
Bailey doesn't know you're here, but he will. After we're done.
You're not the only one who can buy off C-Sec, Kellum.
What are you, frog boy? Hard little apologist? What, kid? You gonna bore me into confessing? You ain't shit. Come on, hit me. I dare you. No, huh? Didn't think you had the balls.
Think carefully, Elias. I want to catch the assassin, not you. Why stick your neck out for him?
You want me to confess to putting a contract on someone? You think I'm stupid?
I get the name, I walk out. You never see me again.
I got no reason to believe you.
Elias, if we were after you, we'd have already put a bullet in your head. We're running out of time. Bailey can't stall his advocate for long.
Are we done here? Because I got people to see. Goddamn waste of my time.
How about this? You tell us the target.
I said get out of my way, Bailey. You have no right to... What the hell is going on in here? Step away from my client. Is that... Do you have him tied to the chair?
Glad you could make it, Freddy.
Traffic was bad. You'll need a shovel the size of the Citadel to dig yourself out of this.
This is all above board. I'm a council specter.
Shit.
Oops.
What?
Tiki.
What's that mean, Freddy?
Specters can do whatever they want, Elias.
Hello.
I can't help you.
Shit.
If it was you I wanted, I could kill you and go. I want the assassin. Tell me who the target is and I'll leave.
Damn it. Joram Talid.
Na, tessék, ennyi kellett hozzá.
Running for intended of Zakiro Ward.
Where can we find him?
His apartment's in the 800 blocks.
Köszike. Azt hiszem új ügyvédet keres.
What's the story? Why'd Kellum hire the boy?
Assassination. A Turian named Joram Talid. You know him?
Joram? Yeah. You might have seen his posters around. He's promising to end organized crime on the ward. Thing is, his message is all mixed up in race politics. He's anti-human.
Are things so bad that people can openly campaign as anti-human?
Before the Battle of the Citadel, the alien population thought we were violent upstarts. Look what's happened since then. A human fleet guarding the station for months. C-Sec filled with humans. Anderson does what he can, but some people have lived on the station since before humans had starships. They see it as a coup.
If a majority votes for him, like it or not, that's how the system works.
That's a nice ideal, Shepard. Sergeant, get a patrol car. These two need to get to the 800 blocks.
Menjünk.
Yes, sir.
A 800-as blokkhoz. Na.
There he is. How do you want to play
Melyik
this?
az? Ott van tutorial is.
Follow the lead on the maintenance catwalks. Tell me what he's doing. The Krogan bodyguard will make him easy to follow.
Where will you be?
The darkest corner with the best view.
Garuska.
Amon Kira, Lord of Hunters. Grant that my hands be steady, my aim be true, and my feet swift. And should the worst come to pass, grant me forgiveness.
Eltűnt. Ups. Az Garus ide nem jött velünk?
It's been wonderful talking with you all.
Nem jött
I hope
Garus.
you'll come out on election day.
You can count on it.
Show the humans they won't get their way.
I'm on him, Thane. He's talking to some voters.
Understood.
You're in position?
Yes.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
I'm following. Have you got him?
Looks like he's talking to another voter.
Any sign of Goliath?
No.
I'm moving to another position. Ahead of him.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
Okay.
No problem so far.
Egy keeper.
Do you have the target?
Aha, hova tűntek? Ajaj. Pillanat, dolgozom rajta.
I've got him.
Hello, keeper. Na, megint hová tűnt?
What's he doing?
Aztán ott vannak, ott nem látom.
Where is he now?
Na, szép, mindjárt elveszítem, aztán bebukik a küldetés.
Shepard, what's his status?
Jól van, nyugalom. Elszúrtam. Elég bele kellett volna ide jönnöm. A franc. Elszúrtam. Bocsika. Ez a fia, ez a fia. Most fogja kinyírni. Kezdik előről. Uh-oh. Nem jó, nem jó, nem jó. Újra, töltés. Visszatöltés.
And so the wheel of fire mills another soul. Entropy wins.
Nyugalom, nyugalom. Van olyan, hogy load game. Na, vissza, vissza. Vissza. Elszúrtuk a küldetést. Töltse már vissza, na. Aztán most ne bénázzuk el, jó? Legyek utána, vagy mit tudom én. Le kellett volna ott mennem az alsó részre, és akkor ott láttam volna, hogy merre megy. Mondjuk remélem, így nem megöli a fiát, mert az nem lenne jó. Na, nézzük.
Show the humans they won't get their way. Ah, thanks. Just remember, it's not all about the humans. They couldn't have gained this much power without the Council's support. Taking back our ward is only the first step. We must remove the cowards and appeasers on the Council. This doesn't stop here. I won't rest until the humans have been removed from power.
I'm on him, Thane. He's talking to some voters.
Understood.
You're in position?
Yes.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
Megsérdemli.
I'm following.
Én is.
Have you got him?
Looks like he's talking to another voter.
Any sign of Goliath?
No.
I'm moving to another position. Ahead of him.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
No problem so far.
Itt jönnek.
Do you have the target? Target in sight.
Na és most? Testőre bement. A testőre bement. És most? Kéne oda mennem valahogy, de nem tudok lemenni, nem? A vakker. Most meg hol vannak már megint? Nem már! Az anyja, hol vannak? Nem hiszem el. Megint eltűntek.
What's he doing?
Fogalmam sincs.
Where is he now?
Nem tudom. Ott van.
I don't have a good angle. What's he doing?
One of his guards is talking to the bartender. Looks like a
No sign of trouble.
Nem itt vannak.
Better do the damn job I pay you for. I got that weird feeling, like somebody's watching.
Baj lesz.
Yes, sir. Maybe you're just paranoid.
Maybe you'd better do the damn job I pay you for.
Shepard, what's his status?
Nem már, nem már.
Take me home.
Yes.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing back here?
I'm with the Citadel Health and Safety. We've had vermin reports in storage areas around here.
What? You can't be serious. How did you get in here?
If I didn't have authorization, how did I get in? You see any other doors?
Szia, rossz
There's the keeper. Never mind. Just go on through, okay?
Thanks.
Yeah, just don't let my boss see you.
Hol az a nyomoronc?
Stay close, Shepard. Stay with him.
Nincs itt. Most megint elszúrtam szerintem. Azt a mindenit. Na jó, hát ez így oké. Megint visszatöltés lesz. Nem jó. Nem tudom, hogy hol van. Köszi. Már késő, szerintem. Aj. A fene. Jó, nem megyek én el, de hát már nem látom, úgyhogy mindegy. A fene. Leugrani meg nem lehet. Bizonyság rossz csont. Ajjaj. És most? Hol van, de hát már nem jó. Azt a mindenit. Azt hiszem, ezt megint újra kell indítanom. Akkor újra. Harmadszorra csak sikerül. Vagy nem. Na, ne bénázzuk el most én.
I'm on him, Thane. He's talking to some voters.
Understood.
You're in position?
Yes.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come
Egyszer
out on
benne lentről
election day.
követni, de nem baj.
Looks like he's talking to another voter.
Any sign of call yet?
No.
I'm moving to another position. Ahead of him.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
No problem so far.
Hát eddig jó. Utána ne szúrjam el. Már megint.
I've got him.
Target in sight.
Jó, bemegy a testőr. Abszolút intézkedik.
I see him. Stay close, Shepard.
Hova futott? Ott a testőr.
What's he doing? I don't have a good angle. What's he doing?
One of his guards is talking to the bartender. Looks like a shakedown.
I'm relocating to the next room. Let me know if anything changes. Target in sight.
És most ne veszítsem el.
He's meeting a couple of mercenaries. Looks like the same group his bodyguard comes from.
He looks nervous. Could be he's noticed you.
Maybe he saw Kolyat in here somewhere.
Also a possibility. There are obstructions ahead. I'll try to go around. Don't lose him.
Köszi.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nyilván itt nem lehet menteni.
I see him.
Na? Most talán jó lesz. Itt a fiúka. Na? Ups.
Thane.
I saw.
He's heading to Talid's apartment.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Kolyat.
This is a joke. Now you show up. Help me, Drell. I'll do whatever you want.
C-Sec. Put the gun down, son.
Get out of my way. I'm walking out. He's coming with me.
They'll have snipers outside.
I don't need your help. What the hell?
Talid, get the hell out of
Kaptam
here.
egy anyai pofon.
Yeah, I will.
Szép volt.
Take the boy into custody.
You son of a bitch!
Your father doesn't have much time left, Kolyat. He's trying to make up for his mistakes.
What? So you came to get my forgiveness? So you can die in peace or something?
I came to grant you peace. You're angry because I wasn't there when your mother died.
You weren't there when she was alive. Why should you be there when she died?
Your mother. They killed her to get to me. It was my fault.
What?
After her body was given to the deep, I went to find them. The triggermen, the ringleaders. I hurt them. Eventually killed them. When I went back to see you, you were older. I should have stayed with you.
I guess it's too bad for me you waited so long, huh?
Kolyat, I've taken many bad things out of the world. You're the only good thing I ever added to it.
This isn't a conversation you should have in front of strangers. Boys, take Kolyat and his father back to the precinct. Give them a room and as much time as they need.
You're doing him a favor, Bailey. Thanks.
Yeah, well, send me a Christmas card or something. I have to get back to the precinct. Come on, I'll give you a lift.
Na, nagyszerű. Thane úr öltözék. Na, mi lesz most? Hello, Barus.
They've been in there a while.
The kid's been through a lot. I ran some searches in the C-Sec archive. About 10 years back, a bunch of real bad people were killed. Like someone was cleaning house. The prime suspect was a Drell. We never caught him.
10 years is a long time. Whoever was responsible for that probably doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that.
No. Megbeszélték?
How'd it go?
Our problems they aren't something I can fix with a few words. We'll keep talking, see what happens.
Your boy shot some people. No one I feel sympathy for, but there it is.
I watched those guys shaking down businesses and threatening humans.
But he can't just get away with it.
The kid wants to make a difference. Give him community service.
Community service for attempted murder? What jury would agree to that?
None that I've seen. This would need to stay out of the judiciary. Strictly within CSEC.
Interesting. I'll think about it.
Thank you, Captain.
Nagyszerű. Akkor menjünk haza. Szerintem lesz fejleszteni való is. Megpróbálunk beszélni Gárusszal, bár nem tudom, hogy minek. Na mindegy. Beszélj Gárusszal. Beszéljünk Gárusszal.
I'm sorry, sir.
I thought it might be nice to come back here and see how it's changed, but it's just like it was. Same dirty streets, same unrepentant scavengers, same revolving door prisons. Being security here is a terrible job. This is exactly why I left.
Jól van. Akkor menjünk a hajóhoz. Csú! Ja, majd vissza kell jönni ide, hogyha lesz egy kis pénzem megvenni azokat a fejlesztéseket.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Azt is megnézem. Nincs. Jó. Az üzenetet, üzi.
Samara wants a moment with you, Commander.
Oké, a Samarával is beszélünk. Na, dekódolták a tucat. Az adatbanon folyó munka, jó. Élek. Van nagyon nyomozó. Sziker. Beszéljünk a csajjal, vagy beszéljünk Gárusszal, esetleg. Úgyis egy szinten vannak. Nézzük meg először a szobámat, hogy bekerültek a halacskák. A hajócskák. Ó, mennyi halacska van már. Szabadulj meg a döglött haltól, basszus. Megdöglött egy hal. Megetetjük a halakat. A kis kék halak eltűntek. Azok meg haltak. Nem etettem őket azért, vagy mi történt. Megvan az összes már majdnem. Az összes hajó modell. Így, de jól néznek ki. Na, legénységi szint. Thane is itt lakik, mindenki itt lakik. A csaj itt a kilátóban van. Elméletileg.
I am glad you came.
Hello.
I must ask for your help. That is not easy for me.
It's all right. Just tell me what you need.
When we met on Ilium, I told you about a very dangerous person I was pursuing. Using the information you obtained, I have located her. She's been going by the name Morinth. I would like to apprehend her before she disappears again.
Didn't you say you'd pick up her trail after our mission?
I know where she is, right now. In a month, she may be gone. This is the best opportunity I've ever had.
Where is she?
Omega, a nightclub called Afterlife, which seems a perfect place for her to hunt.
How important is this?
Killing her has been my focus for 400 years. It is the most important thing in my life, and the reason I became a Justicar.
Tell me about her.
She is an Ardat Yakshi. It is a term from a dead Asari dialect. It means demon of the night winds, but that is mythology. She is simply a very dangerous woman who kills without mercy.
So is an Ardat Yakshi a special kind of murderer?
Morinth suffers a rare genetic disorder. When she mates with you, there is no gentle melding of nervous systems. She overpowers yours, burns it out, hemorrhages your brain. You end up a mindless shell, and soon after, you are dead.
Why isn't this ever mentioned in Asari literature or art?
When we were primitive, there was much fascination with Ardat Yakshi. Some cultures worshipped them as gods of destruction. Now the Asari have a place in the galaxy, and they don't wish this defect to be widely known. As far as I know, only 3 exist today. 2 chose a life of seclusion. The 3rd ran.
Morinth.
She ran, and I am sworn to kill her.
I don't know that I blame her for running.
When she fled, she proved her addiction. She was not taking a great moral stand. She simply wants to keep killing. She is a tragic figure, but not a sympathetic one.
Can't she abstain?
Each encounter gives her strength. The effect is narcotic. The more she does it, the more she needs to do it. She will never stop. She can't.
So you hunt down these Asari just because they're born with a genetic condition?
It manifests with maturity. When one is diagnosed, she is offered the chance to live in seclusion and comfort. If she refuses, it shows her addiction to the ecstasy she gets from killing her mates. There is no redemption for such a person.
They have to choose between prison and death.
It is an addictive condition. Remember how adaptive we are. If Morinth does not want to be cured, she won't be.
This is definitely worthy of your full attention.
She confuses her victims, twists their feelings. They will do anything for her favor.
Akkor Omegára fogunk menni. Úgy érzem?
Thank you, Commander. There are no words to express what this means to me. There is one thing more. This creature, this monster.
Tiki.
She is my daughter.
You said this is genetic. How many children do you have?
3. And 3 Ardat Yakshi are in existence today.
Again.
It is as it sounds. Morinth was always the wild one. She was happy and free, but selfish.
You said this is genetic. How many children do you have?
3. And 3 Ardat Yakshi are in existence today. It is as it sounds. Morinth was always the wild one. She was happy and free,
Tiki.
but selfish.
I cannot imagine what this is like for you.
I do not want pity, Shepard. I do not accept it. My daughter's condition is my fault, and my redemption lies in killing her. Do not pity me. Simply understand my situation.
How did all this happen?
I spent my youth on the move, adventuring. I killed people, mated with them, or just danced the night away. I learned so much, experienced so much, and then my matron days came. I could finally sit back, bask and enjoy my family. But in one moment, it was all taken away.
It sounds terrible.
I sat in a med lab while a nearsighted doctor droned at me, and I learned that nothing was as I thought it would be. I gave up all that I possessed. I own nothing, claim nothing. All my knowledge will die with me. Now my purpose is to destroy my own children.
Those moments change you.
And I've hundreds of years left to live with that.
I
say too much. Forgive me. Help me find my long-lost daughter. And kill her.
We'll go find Morinth.
Menjünk az Omegára. Nem tudom, érdemes egyáltalán oda menni Gárushoz. Valószínűleg nem.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Definitely.
Mondom én. Nem, csak a sztori küldetés folytatása után. Most meg ugye izét csinálunk crew küldetéseket, úgyhogy... Úgyhogy ez még egy kicsit odébb van.
I want that too, Garrus.
Glad to hear it. I'll do some research.
Tudjuk, kutató munkát,
figure out how to, you know. Okay, that sounded bad.
Menjünk az Omegára. Omega, Omega.
No messages for you, Commander.
Köszik. Kapu? Omega? Leszáll a sáska hajó. Garrus, meg a Csajci. Mindig csak 3 pont. Ó, 22. Jó. A pénzt igazságoztam. Eldó igazságoztunk. Jó. Nem, pontot kell még szerezni.
Raiders detected. Welcome and enjoy your stay.
Geri! Hát sziasztok! Mi újság? Szia, pipás! Hú, de régen láttalak. Te jó ég. Mizús. Igen. A hajó droidom. Tudod, Cell 9000. Végeztél a Resident Evil-el, vagy nem? Még van belőle? Ki a Bulldog?
However, given the reputation of Arda Yakshi among the Asari, Arya T'Loak may have tracked her movements.
Thank you.
Na, mi történt? Mi történt? Túl sok volt a zombi, vagy mi? Hol lehet az, hogy lesz a bárban, de nem biztos.
Supposed to be dead.
Haha.
Greetings. I was hoping you'd come by. I'm Ish, and this is Cell. You look like a good person to know.
Friendly faces seem hard to come by around here.
Reasonable people are more valuable than air in a place like this.
Na, mi történt, Geri? Túl sok volt a zombi, vagy mi? Eltévedt, ki kellett menni a házból. Megint. Elfőtt a mentés. Ja, mert csak bizonyos számú mentésed van, vagy hogyan? Jól van, kellemes mocsizást. Köszi szépen a rédet még egyszer. Értem.
You need something?
Well, if you'd be so kind.
Hát akkor reméljük, hogy jövő héten találsz még ilyen ribbonokat. Kellemes vacsorázást.
Nothing illegal, of course, but it's paying work.
I'm listening.
I'm in the information business.
9-től?
Specifically the buying and selling of privileged
Szabaduló
material.
kártyázás?
It's nothing illicit. I just need someone to pick up packages in certain locations and bring them to me here.
What's your angle?
No angle. I'm a simple businessman. What do you say?
Find someone else to do your dirty work.
Of course. You're not the type to be interested in work that could change the face of a place like Omega. I'm sorry I bothered you.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Well, I didn't want to say anything, but certain people here have business deals with people throughout the galaxy. If we were to have information involving those deals, we could make some ripples around here. That's all I'll say.
I'm listening.
I'm in the information business. Specifically the buying and selling of privileged material.
Ezek mindig üzletelnek
It's
valamit.
nothing illicit. I just need someone to pick up packages in certain locations and bring them to me here.
I can do that.
My contacts use specific drop points. I need you to look outside Merib's shop on the Citadel and inside Eternity on Ilium. Look around for anything that might hold a data package and bring those packages to me. Good luck, my friends.
Oké, de most egyelőre egy nőt keresünk, aki neki a lánya, az ő lánya, az övé, itt ezé a női. Meg akarja ölni. Lehet, hogy itt lesz a bárban. Látjuk. Meglátjuk. Csapos talán tud róla valamit, de kétlem mondjuk. Vagy? Jó, nem tud semmit, oké. Lehet, hogy nem itt kell keresni. Mink az alsó szintre. Ariával kell beszélni, jó. Hol van Aria? Thane tudja. Vagy itt lesz lent, vagy nem. Kiderül. Hol van, nem őt keressük, ököl, nem is ő. Ez egy vendég. Hát itt már nem lesz. Láncos. A külön ajtó. Ari az a főnök, nem? Várjunk csak. Akkor vissza az első szintre. A főnök lesz szerintem. Hol kellett hozzá fölmenni, várjunk csak. A kijárat. Itt lesz. Itt van. Hello.
What do you need? A Nasari fugitive is hiding out here. She's an Ardat Yakshi. We need to find her. I knew it. Nothing leaves a body quite so empty as an Ardat Yakshi does.
You haven't taken steps to kill her?
Why would I? She hasn't tried to seduce me. Her last victim was a young girl. Pretty thing. Lived in the tenements near here. That's where I'd start looking.
Okay, köszike.
Thanks for the help. Good luck finding her. Better luck catching her.
A Miluka meg közben ide feküdt a macsek ágyra. Nem is vettem észre. Csak most. Azt mondja, hol vannak a... Hol vannak a... A felső rész, kell bontója, omega piac, apartman... Ó, ide kell mennem, apartmanok. Hát ez a mit van? De innen azt hiszem ki lehet menni oda. Elméletileg. Aha, ez jó lesz. Talán. Beszéljük Garussa.
Walking around in this place makes me sick. People still dying, the strong still exploiting the weak. Nothing I did here even made a dent in this.
Ja, hogy a Garuszt itt szedtük össze. Részfegyelőszer. Részbőszödék nincs erre pénzem, nagyon jó.
This looks interesting.
Itt lesznek az apartmanok elméletileg. Nem itt, ne. Vagy, ja de. Hogy itt a másik, oké. Másik ajtó. Lehettem volna erre is, és akkor nem kellett volna körbe menni. Hát ti kik vagytok? Diana. Ők vagyunk kicsoda. Hello.
Are you here about my daughter? My nephew died a week ago and no one seems to care. The medic said it was a brain
ötölte
hemorrhage,
meg.
but that's not true. It was murder. Someone killed my nephew, my baby.
I'm looking into your daughter's death.
Are you one of Aria's people?
I'm here to help. Does it matter who sent me?
No one else on this hellhole station gives a damn that my nephew is dead. If you can do something about it, I'll help you however I can.
Did your daughter have a lot of friends?
Nyomozzunk.
No. She was shy. Spent most of her time off making her sculptures, not hanging out with friends. Something did change in the last few weeks, though. She started talking about an Asari. Morinth.
I see.
I didn't like her. She kept dragging Neff out to clubs, and I'm pretty sure she gave my daughter drugs.
What kind of a person was this Morinth?
I never met her. But Neff talked about her like she was a queen. You'd swear there was no one else alive when she talked about Morinth.
That sounds familiar.
Samara, does Morinth control her victims with drugs?
She controls them through sheer will. The drugs are just a lifestyle. She loves the club, loves the base. She's a hedonist.
So this Morinth did hurt my daughter? Is she the one that...
I will bring justice to the one that did this.
Once we have all the facts, we'll decide on a course of action.
If you find the person that hurt my nephew, kill her. Or tell me where she is and I'll kill her.
Did Neff hang out anywhere in particular?
She was always quiet working here at home. Then, a few weeks ago, she started going out all the time. To the VIP area of that club down the street. I think you need a password or something to get in there. The change was so sudden. She just seemed tired and distracted when she wasn't around Morinth.
What kind of a girl was your daughter?
My nephew had a fire inside her. She was shy, but she was creative and driven and the best girl a mother could hope for.
She was creative. How so?
She was a sculptor. Several galleries were interested in her. Said her work was fresh.
Do you mind if I examine Neff's room?
I didn't want to disturb anything. Her clothes, her art, her sculptures, everything is the way she left it. The way it will always be. My baby is gone. She's gone. Thank you. I'm sorry. I just miss her so much.
It's okay. We've all suffered loss.
I know what it means to lose a daughter. I will avenge her.
Thank you. Please, if it helps you find her killer, look through her things.
We will be respectful.
I'll examine her things.
Keres meg a VIP jelszót. Keressük meg. Napló. Meg régebbi
Read the
bejegyzi.
oldest entry.
Hey, diary. Cycle 34, orbit 671. There's a lot to talk about. I dropped your root's name, and they let me into the VIP room at Afterlife. I'm sure everyone was staring at me. Then the most beautiful Asari starts dancing near me. She moves like water, form and volume, but shifting, changing. I'm in a trance. Then I'm dancing with her. Later, we went for skewers, and I'm supposed to see her again tomorrow.
Read the middle entry.
Cycle 36, orbit 671. Am I a freak? Morinth is a girl like me, and she's definitely not human. Just when we dance and the helix is flowing through me, the way she looks at me with a hunger, a longing, no one's ever looked at me like that. We kissed tonight.
Read the newest entry.
Cycle 42, orbit 67. She's going to take me to her apartment tonight. Whatever happens, I want to be with her forever. She can sell my pieces. We can live somewhere glamorous, like the women in Vanya that Vid Morinth likes. How did this happen to me? I'm just dumb trash from Omega.
Close the hollow journal.
This is Morinth's work. She's attracted to artists and creators. Someone with a spark, slightly isolated from their peers. She impresses with sophistication and sex appeal. Then she strikes. The hunt interests her as much as the conquest.
Anyone who successfully hunted sapient beings for 400 years warrants caution.
Morin speaks to you on many levels. Her body tells yours that she'll bring unimaginable ecstasy. Her scent evokes emotions long hidden. Her eyes promise you things you were always scared to ask of another. Her voice whispers to you after she is done speaking.
She sounds more like a highly evolved killer than a genetic defective.
The condition has been present since my people huddled around fires at night. Perhaps it is symbiotic rather than a defect. Storming her den would be a mistake. She will have 100 escape routes planned. She will go to ground and disappear for 50 years or more. This is the closest I've ever been.
You sound like you're working your way toward an idea.
Afterlife's VIP section seems her preferred hunting ground. You must go there alone and unarmed.
She'll come after me.
You can draw Morinth out. She'll certainly flee if she catches sight of me, but she won't be able to resist you. You are an artist on the battlefield. You have the vital spark that attracts her. Your power will draw her in.
Time's wasting. Let's get over there.
I agree. We can talk more once we're there.
VIP klubba. Jó.
Hello again. Did you find anything? Is there anything I can do to help?
I should go.
Oké, menjünk vissza. Őrült profit.
Where did you get that fantastic new visor? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Harrod. Oh, I love that place. But I always thought Harrod only sold stuff for men.
Oh no. Harrod has something for everyone. He also sold me this spice rack shaped like
Lássuk meg a VIP részleget.
Come on, let me in. Come on.
Na. Rászoba lezárva. Jó.
Nothing to see here.
What do you need? An Asari fugitive is hiding out here. She's an Ardat Yakshi.
I knew it. You haven't taken...
Her last victim was a young girl. Pretty thing.
Jó, nem bele kell beszélni.
Here. That's where I'd start looking. Thanks for the help. Good luck finding her. Better luck catching her.
Na, hol lehet a VIP részleg? Nagyon kedves vagy. A VIP részleg valószínűleg nem itt van. Igen, csomó. Hát nem itt van. VIP hátsó bejárat. Ó, hát el vagyok tévedve. Jó. Hogyan nyomja? Mi is volt olyan messze az apartmantól? Lehet, hogy nem erre kéne menni, hanem... De menjünk, erre is tudok menni. Piac felé. Erre jó lesz talán. VIP only, ott lesz az.
What do you want?
Someone told me the rest of Afterlife's nothing compared to this place.
Sounds like a smart person. Who was it?
Jarut.
Go on in. Word to the wise. Start a fight, we'll hurt you. Someone attacks you, it's okay to defend yourself.
Na nézzük.
You must go in alone. Marinth will be watching. Like any predator, she is cautious. You must pique her interest enough that she will approach you. When you are face to face, subtly encourage her to invite you to her apartment. I'll follow discreetly, and when you are alone, I'll spring the trap. Know this, until I get there, you are in great peril. She will be planning to inflict horrors on you. If you are not careful, you will want her to.
How can I spark her interest when I'm not even talking to her?
Courage or suicidal bravery could attract her. Hurt someone in defense and she will be excited. But pick a fight and she'll be bored. Show skill at working smoothly through a nightclub crowd. She will be intrigued. She'll want you the moment she sees you. The rest is just a matter of overpowering her caution.
How do I convince her to take me home?
She admires strength, directness, and vigor. Modesty, chivalry, or meekness frustrate and bore her. Violence excites her. You've killed Shepard. She'll like that.
Getting her alone, then falling under her sway. That'll require careful timing.
I will be near, and I will come for you, Shepard. Trust me as I trust and honor you.
Let's get started.
Shepard, we only get one chance at this. Any mistake and Morinth will disappear. If you're the least bit unsure, come talk to me. I will wait here. And Shepard, thank you. I do not share this burden easily, and you are the only soul I can imagine sharing it with.
Na jó.
Do you know where to get tickets for Expel 10? I heard this amazing Asari say they were her favorite band. I just want whatever she wants. I gotta find tickets. Expel 10 is playing tomorrow.
She sounds amazing. Is she here?
She was here a couple of days ago talking about the band. She's here a lot. When she comes back, I'm gonna have tickets.
What kind of music do they play?
They're a sensory band. Like, they crawl into you and make you feel things. And this Asari digs them like you wouldn't believe. I could score way out of my league, you know? You gotta help me.
I don't have any tickets.
If you score some, I got some creds for you.
I don't talk to people. Are you sure where you want to be?
Hi. I need help right now, and I don't know who to ask. You're human, and you don't look high, so you're it. Can you help me out?
Slow down and tell me what the problem is.
Right. Slow down. Sorry, I just don't know what to do. My friend and I are doing a piece on Omega Games. She's hanging with Florid. He's the worst of the worst.
What is she doing?
A vid piece. She's an investigative reporter, you know? She's trying to profile gang leaders.
Your friend could get hurt.
Yeah, and she's going to. See, Florid's on to her. His gang is on the way here, and they're going to make a mess of her. I have to get a message to her, and fast.
You seem to have a lot of information.
I'm her tech. I've been monitoring the gang's comm. The last transmission said Florid's going to splatter her. Man, I'm a tech junkie. I don't know how to handle this.
What do you want me to do?
She and I have a code. If you go over and say 2 words to Florid, my friend will get the message and get out of there. The 2 words are terminal and eternity. In that order. Please tell me you can do that. She's going to die.
I can do that.
Thank you. Thank you. Remember, terminal and eternity. In that order, just work them into a sentence.
Nézzük.
Hey. Hey! I'll dance next to you. If you want to think we're dancing together, go ahead.
I do want to think that.
Azt a micsoda tánciknak. Jó, nem.
What'll you have? These are good people, but they look bored. Bored people don't spend much.
And you got an idea for how I could fix that?
A round of drinks shows that you appreciate their business. Your rep will improve and you'll make more money in the end.
Maybe worth a try once. You better be right. Listen up, everyone! We love having you here, so a round of drinks on the house!
Hi again. I already said I love you, though.
Eddig nem jutottunk sokra.
Come on, baby. I can pay. I'm a good tipper, too.
I told you to stay away from me.
Playing hard to get? Give it up, baby. I'm sold.
Leave me alone.
Nem szeretnél lovagiasságot, szóval akkor nem mentjük meg. Hol a Florid?
Something I can do for you, lady?
Is there a public extranet terminal around here?
In a club? You don't have an Omni tool?
That is a pretty strange question.
I get by on public terminals. My Omni tool's been broken for an eternity.
That's a tough break. I'm done talking to you now.
Hey, Florid. I have to pee.
Yeah? Hurry back, Moirol. I'm ready to head out.
My name is Morin. I've been watching you.
Oh.
You're the most interesting person in this place. I've got a booth over here in the shadows. Why don't you come sit with me?
Oh. Azt hiszem felkeltették az érdeklődését.
No one interesting to talk to. Some nights, there's just one person. Tonight it's you.
Hasonlít az anyjára.
Why is that?
You and I want the same things.
Do we?
Do you know anything about art?
It speaks to the darkest places in me. What about you?
There are certain pieces that grab me.
What really moves you?
If I saw an image of you, that would move me.
Oh, that's,
ez nem volt jó. Ez nem volt jó.
Art comes in many varieties. I've seen vids that were more powerful than a sculpture sitting in a gallery.
Do you know Vaenya?
My favorite. The two actresses on it are so glamorous.
I'll have to watch it.
Maybe we could do that together.
I've traveled all over the galaxy.
It changes you, doesn't it?
I'm not changed by the places I go. They're changed by me.
That's impressive. When I travel, I find myself drawn to dark, dangerous places.
Violent places?
Violence is the surest expression of power.
If you're the strongest, you have the power.
That's certainly true. Among children.
Whoever wants it the most is willing to do anything for it, has the power.
Are you willing to do anything for it?
I haven't decided yet.
Now you're toying with me.
What do you think of the music here?
Dark rhythms, violent pulses. It stirs something primitive in me. What about you?
I'm curious about a band called Expel 10.
They get in my head and tear it to pieces. They're in concerts
Jó volt
soon.
beszélni az
Maybe we should go
alapítóval.
together. You can lose yourself in the music here. There are ways to enhance that, you know?
What do you think of Hallex?
Do you want to get out of here? My apartment is nearby and I want you alone.
Na, most aztán. Eddig jó. Valahogy mentenünk kéne, nem? Mondjam el, Mordin. Tartsd fel. Jó.
Have a Hallex if you want. But wouldn't you rather have all your senses be clear and sharp right now? I certainly. I was into dueling for a while. I love the moment you see it in your opponent's eyes. He knows you're better, and he's going to die.
Haha. Oké. Azt a mekkora lakása van.
A gift from a suitor. The statue's got more personality than he did. Still, he impressed me enough that he finally got what he wanted. It didn't end the way he hoped. I love any game where your opponent can believe he is about to win, just before you kill him.
Egy kard.
I was into dueling for a while.
Jó, ezt már mondtam.
I love the moment you see it in your opponent's eyes. He knows you're better, and he's going to die. Surely you don't want to leave. Why don't you come over here? I promise you'll like it.
Jó.
Have a Hallex if you want. But wouldn't you rather have... I love clubs. People, movement, heat. I can still hear the bass like the drums of a great hunt out for your blood. But here, it's muted, and you're safe. Is that what you want, Shepard?
People feel safest right before they die.
It's true. We're never safe. I've never understood the fascination with safety. Some of us choose differently. Independence over submission? I think we share that, you and I.
We've both killed many times, but that's where the similarities end.
Why do you say that I've killed? What do you know? Let's stop playing games. Look into my eyes and tell me you want me.
Na most
Tell
aztán.
me you'd kill for me. Anything I want.
don't count on it.
But you... Who are you? Oh no. I see what's going on. The bitch herself found a little helper.
Megjött anyuka, jól.
Marin.
Oops.
Mother.
Ez gyors volt.
Do not call me that. I can't choose to stop being your daughter. Mother. You made your choice long ago. What choice? My only crime was being born with the gift you gave me. Enough, Marin.
Elvannak.
I am the genetic destiny of the Asari. But they are not ready to reveal this. So I must die. You are a disease to be purged. Nothing more. I'm as strong as she is. Let me join you. I am already sworn to help you, Shepard. Let us finish this.
Na most aztán.
End of the line, Morinth.
And they call me a monster. Find peace in the embrace of the goddess.
Oh.
I am ready to leave this place and get on with my life. Are you ready to go as well?
Do you want to talk about what happened?
Shepard, what do you think I will say? What can I say? I just killed the bravest and smartest of my daughters. There are no words. I will try another time. For now, show mercy on a broken old warrior and let us leave.
Let's go.
Na jó. Elég szint. Ami van a piacon? Stabilizálni kezdjük. Nem is rá. Ezek nem is drágák. Nézzük a kisráchoz is, hogy ott mi van. Hát ha valamire van már pénzem. De várj, nem itt van. Mindig megy visszajövünk. Máshova is kell menni, úgyis vissza kell jönni a csomagokkal a fickónak. Na, akkor megcsináltuk Thane küldetését, meg a Samarájét. Úgyhogy... jó. Nem rossz. Úgyhogy menjünk. Sokkal meg itt tombol. Utassunk. Jó, megnézem. Oké. Meg fogom nézni. Na, fegyverfejlesztés. Hajófejlesztés. Hatékonyabb üzemanyagcellák. Ó, de jó. Szia, Bulldog! Kellemes pihenést! Köszönjük szépen, hogy benéztél te is. Prototípus. Jó. Nem tudom mire lesz jó, de elég durva fegyvernek tűnik. El kellene bevásárolni ilyen dolgokat, mikor meg lesz rá pénz. Ja, üzenet, oké. Béli kapitány. Hol van a drelkölyök? Nagyon jó. Jól van. Na. Samara megvolt, Thane megvolt, szóval egész jól haladtunk ma. Folytatása következik. Köszönöm szépen mindenkinek, aki benézett, és köszönöm Gerinek is a raidet. Sziasztok, kellemes pihenést, és gyertek legközelebb is. Folytatjuk a sok feladatot.